Do you agree that besides all the beautiful cities, countrysides, art and monuments, traveling gets more colors when food or culinary traditions are incorporated? Have you been to Armenia or you know much about it? I must confess, my knowledge was quite limited, but the good news are what I saw, tasted and experienced simply blew my mind. The iconic moment was traditional Lavash baking class with the sweetest family ever. It's a third-generation family house where it's been 5 years. The owners welcome people from all over the world. So I hope you love discovering the culture by trying local food. So that's the reason I'm here in the medieval, over 3,000 years old town called Garni, where with the local ladies we're gonna cook lavash. So I will show you how it's done from complete scratch. I was so very much looking forward to this meeting, as learning with the locals in person is such a unique experience. The setup looks completely unknown to me. What are these holes for? Now, I've seen it many times on TV, how they put it on the fire. I cannot believe that I'm gonna do it myself today. So we will start the other way around. We're gonna take the dough which has been done already by the chef Arev and mix a new dough just after we finish. Just bear with me. So I'm going to follow Arev in every single step. First of all, we're gonna shape the balls. The dough is quite sticky, but we don't want to add excessive amount of flour. So Arev is pre-shaping a ball on a tray and finish with her hands, mainly using her palms and thumbs. I'm trying to follow, but to be honest with you, I'm used to the different shaping methods, so I watch her movements very closely. I like to use table as a support, but here they just do everything with hand. Okay, so we're trying to learn without even talking. We didn't speak a common language, but we managed to understand each other. Yes, I got a thumbs up from her. Let's finish the remaining dough. Honestly guys, I enjoyed it so much. I guess even Arev was surprised to see me so enthusiastic.
She really enjoyed it. You're so focused.
This lady is really good. She doesn't need a tool. Only tool she has is her hands.
Oh, better.
Time flies. This part ended faster than I thought. Make sure the rolls have enough of flour so they don't stick together. Let them rest, and in the meantime, we keep an eye on the fireplace and topping up the branches. Let's head to part 2, where we're gonna mix fresh dough. For the mixing part, one of the ladies living here gave me an apron with traditional ornament. So beautiful. My smile is as if I was a little kid given a massive candy. Now we're gonna mix salt with flour. So all these ingredients get mixed together. This is a starter, and tiny detail is that we need to use warm water. This dough is going to be used for a group coming in a short while. This is a very wet dough, so now we're trying to work out the gluten. As soon as you feel that your fingers get sticky, you put it in the water here. I was so in the mood to keep mixing, so Arev had to stop me. Too much excitement, I guess. Finally, I was asked to put a cross as a sign of gratitude and respect for this bread. In fact, while traveling across Armenia, I have noticed that religion is such a huge part of their culture. There are so many ancient monasteries, churches, and in general, people practice it a lot.
3 hours. Three. 1, 2, 3
hours. We leave the dough to rest with a lid on top. Apparently they use all the local trees that they have in their garden, like cherries, apricots, to burn this fireplace. Well, I came here not to take nice pictures only, I came to earn this lavash. So let's clean up and set up the place for the final part 3. The fireplace will be ready very soon, and looks like every single item here has an allocated reason to be here. So we are getting ready with the table. I'm not sure what is going to happen with this table, but we will see in a second. Moreover, finally it is clear the purpose of the holes. They are actually seats. First, let's watch the professional doing the job. But as far as I know, it's literally a hole on the floor, and that's to put their feet inside. And that's how they do it. Ale is rolling the dough ball as thin as she can, and Arab taking over the stretching as thinly as she can. Honestly, looks like she's working without making any effort. The whole dough is stretched so evenly. Now laying the sheet on this pillow, sprinkling some water so it sticks better on the walls, and one strong swing and it's baking. It does take very little time and this massive lavash is done. They are so used to work together as they are so fast. Okay, it's time to replace Ale. The rolling part is very easy and actually it's very comfortable to sit in this hole. You have full body support so you can focus on the dough. With the second part I felt quite uncomfortable as seeing and trying it myself was not the same thing. Probably I need to practice with another 200 to make it feel effortless. To roll hundreds of croissants per day sounds an easier job. Finally, managed to stretch the dough sheet enough without breaking it and lay on this pillow. You really need to be fast with the device as it needs to stick fast. What I love about Armenian food that they like to put greens every single time you have lunch, and they also love this cheese. So local vegetables, local cheese, and still warm lavash. I live my dream, literally. Unfortunately, because of the language barrier, I couldn't express myself and they couldn't express themselves 100%. But what was the most important? Hands. They show and you just follow their hand movements. So that I think it's universal. You can travel anywhere and you can learn anything. So this is the best lavash that I ever tried in my life. The experience is not over yet. So we just finished cooking lavash and we've been invited to have lunch, and they just set up the table here in the middle of the beautiful garden, literally like apple trees above the table. Super beautiful, super romantic and very unique. They made a special vegetarian meal which is turned to be fantastic. We will try our best, but thank you. They're still warm, stuffed with green vegetables like spinach, parsley. So they brought one traditional thing after another. This drink is kind of liquid kefir with herbs. For dessert we tried locally grown fruits from their garden. So many of them in summer. So for that reason some of them get tried just outside in the garden. Last dessert I have never seen before. Have you? Only after trying I figured out that it's candied walnut. Yes, the whole nut, incredible and so delicious. Thank you very much. This trip was an eye-opener. How many amazing things you can learn, how many places you can see, and finally that the language of our hearts is more important than words. To be honest with you, to see Armenia from above was like watching National Geographic. Armenia is such a gorgeous country. Thank you for watching and see you next week.